Today I will be reviewing the Duluth Trading Company Buck Naked Underwear. These are size XL with the waist size 40 to 42. Now, like a lot of you, I've seen a lot of these Duluth Trading Company ads on television, and specifically for these Buck Naked Underwear. It seems like they're really hard to escape and that they're kind of on every single ad break. A lot of shows I watch on sport networks, it seems like every single time you turn on the TV, you're seeing an ad for this particular style of underwear. So it was something I was really kind of intrigued about, and I wanted to check it out and find out what they're actually like. Now, I realized that a Duluth Trading Company was opening in my area a few years ago, and I figured I would scope out the store, grab a few pairs of these briefs, and that was that. I really had no idea what Duluth Trading Company was like as a store, and I thought it was kind of going to be more of a discount style store than it was. I realized leaving there that it's kind of a more upscale operation. Definitely the kind of place where you can easily spend $100 on clothes, and that's not usually my style. This particular brief cost $19.50 for one pair, which went all the way up there. It was about a 15-minute drive away, so I figured I'm not going to come home empty-handed. I'm going to get them, but it was not necessarily a choice that I made lightly. I wasn't necessarily excited about it. I think $19.50, even for a 7 or 9 pack of briefs, is about what I would expect to pay, and not for one single pair. You probably noticed I haven't done any reviews of something like a Jockey or a Stafford or something like that, and that's mainly because of the price point. I just can't spend $60 on a 6 pair of briefs. It's just a little bit ridiculous to me. So I tend to go towards more of the value brands, as you can probably tell. So with that being said, I really didn't want to leave the store empty-handed. So I did buy 2 of these, as well as a polo shirt, and I left the store, and haven't been back since. I probably won't, just because it's a little bit too pricey, but I really wanted to get into what makes these briefs and if it is worth that $19.50 for a single pair. One thing about these briefs that you see very clearly is that they make a pretty big claim onto their selling points, for lack of a better word, is the no pinch, no stink, no sweat, like wearing nothing at all. That's kind of their whole deal, as you can see in their ads. And they achieve that through this diamond knit wicking. And the next best thing to working in your birthday suit, tired of chafing in bargain basement underwear, drop your drawers and go buck naked. So they're trying to give a more premium alternative to some of these cheaper briefs. And one of the ways that they do that is that it's actually not made out of cotton, it's nylon and spandex. So it still has that printed on tag, but as you can see, 93% nylon, 7% spandex. So it's a little bit different from your classic FTL or your Hanes. It's a much different material. It almost feels like something that you would see like in an Under Armour t-shirt or something like that. This material is super it's made of kind of like that dry fit material. It's very, very breathable, and it doesn't have that cotton feel, but it does have the comfort. Like it's a very breathable, just very flexible kind of brief, and so I liked that about it. I did. I don't think that it really provided much above what you would get from just your regular quote-unquote bargain basement underwear, using their terms. I think it was fine. I definitely didn't think it was the most comfortable thing I'd ever worn. It was a nice change of pace because it is kind of good for those summer days. I would recommend maybe if you're going to be out at a concert or if you're doing something outside in July and you want to throw something on, this might be the choice for that. It kind of reminds me of the Fruit of the Loom Breathable that came out a couple years ago. It's similar to that. The thing with the Fruit of the Loom Breathable is that it's a better price point. But yeah, I think I'm curious to know the target audience for these and who actually is wearing these every day, because it's just a little too pricey for what it is for me. This might kind of be my first negative review. I definitely will wear these, and they'll come into the rotation from time to time, but it's not worth the $19.50 to me, if we're being honest. But again, if you really want to experience that for the first time and you want to try a nylon and a different kind of white brief, it might be your choice, but I would not say it would be in my daily rotation. It's just too pricey, and not enough bang for your buck. No pun intended with their buck naked underwear here. But yeah, so keep an eye out. I'll have some more reviews coming up probably later this week. I want to get into some more unboxings and kind of showing some more brands that I have on store and doing little quick product tours. Some of them might resemble a little bit less review just because you might get sick of seeing the same Fruit of the Loom 6 or 7 times with very little variation, but it's interesting to me, so I'm going to post it. Kind of that kind of thing. For example, if I have a 2008 on a bag versus a 2010, what that might look like, probably not much to the people that are watching these, but to me, there's little differences. So anyway, keep an eye out for those. And as far as the buck naked underwear, I'd say it's a little bit overpriced. But definitely would say if you can afford it, it's not a horrible add to your collection.